Your haircut is destroying the planet. You walk into a salon, ask for a fresh cut, and walk out feeling great. But have you ever stopped to wonder what happens to your hair left behind? It doesn't disappear, it gets swept up, thrown away, and becomes quietly a part of a much larger problem. Each year, we throw over 300,000 tons of hair and 4 billion kgs of chicken feathers from industrial farming. Almost all of it ends up in landfills or incinerators. In landfills, it decomposes and releases methane, a greenhouse gas far more potent than carbon dioxide. And when it's burned, it releases CO2 directly into the atmosphere. Either ways, it accelerates climate change. And because hair and feathers are so low density, they take up large amounts of space in landfills, pushing deforestation further just to make room for waste. But here's the part most people miss. Hair and feathers aren't just waste. They're made of keratin, a protein rich in amino acids. The very same protein we spend enormous amounts of money, energy, and resources manufacturing for food and supplements. So we're doing something strange here. We're throwing away massive amounts of usable protein, and then we spend even more resources making proteins from scratch. And that is where our solution starts. It's surprisingly simple. Think of protein like a brick of Lego blocks, where each amino acid is an individual Lego block. We take this keratin-rich waste and clean it. Then we dissolve it, breaking the proteins down to its basic building blocks. And finally, we separate those building blocks into specific amino acids we need. And voila, we get our supplement. No waste, no shortcuts, just the same essential nutrients sourced differently. Once purified and safely tested, these amino acids can be used exactly the same way they already are in supplements, nutrition, and eventually food systems. The possibilities are endless. The science is complex, but the idea isn't. This approach works because it diverts massive amounts of biological waste away from landfills and incinerators. It reduces greenhouse gas emissions directly, and it lowers the cost and environmental footprint of producing amino acids people already consume every day. Instead of creating an entirely new system, this solution plugs into an already existing supply chain of salons, farms, and manufacturers and makes them more efficient. So the next time you choose to get a haircut, remember, it doesn't have to be waste. It can be nutrition. The problem was never the hair. It is what we chose to throw away. Sometimes, the most effective solutions aren't about creating more. They're about wasting less.